Liz, I guess first of all, can you tell me a little bit about yourself? You've been in the same school district for your whole career. I guess take me through what you've done.
Well, this is my 27th year teaching. I started at Carson, Macedonia, and I've taught language arts and PE, kind of done the gauntlet of teaching things. 2 years ago, Gary Wax retired as our athletic director, and so they gave me the opportunity to step in that role, which I love. And I've also coached about everything, girls, boys, junior high through varsity. I've just about coached everything there is to coach.
Having done that, I guess it was maybe kind of a perfect transition from Gary to you. I guess when you were approached about that, what were your thoughts? And then I guess you said you love it. So tell me, what do you love about it?
Well, one thing, it's really helped to have Gary still around.
Yeah.
He's been a great support to me, very, very helpful, and left everything pretty well easy to step into. But I just love, seeing our kids improve, being able to see the kids, and it's different from coaching. You see them kind of in a different light, but I just love that. Parents, I actually enjoy working and getting feedback from parents. That's been a positive also.
We come into town here on 59, driving north. You see the high school and what's going on there. Everybody knows that it's been under construction, I guess. Tell me the progress of that, and maybe is there a date that you're expecting it to be done?
Yeah, that's exciting. March 6th is our date of 2016, and that's our move-in date. So we're going to move in as soon as they get their equipment out of there. We are in those doors. It's exciting. 2 full-court gyms, state-of-the-art wrestling room, weight room. It's going to be very, very nice.
Are you going to be? The switch is going to be huge for you. I mean, this is such an older high school. I guess. Are you going to feel like you're in heaven or something?
It is. It is going to definitely feel like that, and we just can't wait. We're so excited to move in there, and all of the athletic facilities are going to be right on that same complex, so there's going to be less travel. I think it's just going to build better community camaraderie between coaches. It's just going to be a big plus for us.
And we talked a little bit before we started this, but there's a fundraising effort for just any sort of improvement in facilities, I guess. Can you talk about what's going on with the fundraising there?
Right now we're in the process of just general upgrades for it, like including like the entrance, the fields or the complexes, the Charles L. Pigneri field, because he has done so much for our communities. But right now we're just in the process. You can donate to the Riverside Foundation. You can purchase bricks that are going to be paved, and they actually came from the Macedonia building. So we're kind of making it a community-wide event.
Terrific. Let's talk about the season a little, or the year that was a little bit, going back to the fall. I know wins and losses, maybe not where you would love them, but cross country had a good season. I guess just talk about the fall first of all.
Well, in the fall, it was a rebuilding year for football. Volleyball actually had one of its better years that we've had as a community and school district. We lost between anywhere, depending on the sport, 9 to 12 seniors that played substantial. So it was a rebuilding year. But I know coaches have had meetings already for next fall, and we have a core group of kids that are really excited to make things and make a turnaround. That starts this summer in the weight room. They've got a big commitment to get in there to get stronger and be ready to compete.
Talking specifically about volleyball, Cheyenne Smith is one that a lot of folks know, and I believe she's going to Midland, right? She's going to Midland. I guess you could talk about her over the last 4 years. I mean, always kind of stands out just because she's tall, but she's seen some major improvements in all of her sports.
She has, and she's worked really, really hard and dedicated herself to get to that next level. She's been a role model and a leader for all of our underclassmen.
Moving forward to the winter, strong wrestling season, basketball as well. Tell me about those years.
Wrestling is consistently one of our top performers. Basketball, we had a new boys basketball coach. Once again, kind of a transition year. but he's committed to making things working this summer for improvements for next year. Same way with girls basketball. We actually this summer are having the shoot camp come in, which is a shooting camp, and we have district-wide about 89 kids signed up for that, which shows, maybe things are in the upward for us.
Great. We're in the spring now. I guess we're talking a little bit about the spring of the boys golf season is off to a terrific start, and they've been good for quite a while now. And I guess soccer has went to state the last 2 years. They lost a lot of seniors. They're still winning games, though. And then you've got no tennis, but track, of course, I guess. Tell me about those.
Boys and girls soccer both are rebuilding years. Boys, they're going to put it together. They're just been so far trying different lineups to see what's going to be best. They'll be ready for the postseason play. Same way with girls soccer. Our track teams are both really, our girls have really stepped up this year and are running some great times. Same way with the boys. Golf, we go against Griswold tonight, and that's going to kind of decide the regular season championship, and then WIC is next week. So hopefully we're right up on the top with that.
I'm going to talk about the boys soccer program a little bit, since you've been here since the beginning, really, for that program. I guess going to state the last 2 years is kind of the culmination of a lot of years of hard work by John Thomas and even previous staffs as well. I guess those 2 years, just hard work pays off.
Yeah, and that's true. And John has such good relationships with the boys that when they step on the field, they want to do their best for him. And so he's been a tremendous coach. And like I said, we lost 9 starters from last year's team, so that's a lot of void to have someone pick up. But they're working hard, and they'll be ready for postseason.
As we look towards the summer, I think you said a new baseball coach. Tell me about that, and then the softball season as well, what you're expecting to see.
This year we have Chris Eckrich as our new baseball coach. We're excited to have him come in here. He's been working with our pitchers already this winter. Numbers, we're kind of out recruiting right now, trying to get more kids to go out. Softball, we return most everybody from a pretty successful year last year, so we're hoping good things for them.
With such a highly charged, emphasis, maybe not emphasis, or enthusiasm, I guess, in soccer and other spring sports, it's kind of hard early for baseball and softball. How do they work around that?
Yeah, it's hard to get practices in. School our size, we have kids that are multiple sports and then trying to go to baseball, softball. Luckily, our coaches work really, really well together and are able to make it work for those athletes. We do a lot of late nights or morning practices, and they all work together to make it happen.
You mentioned the large senior class that you lost this past last year. What are the numbers looking like now and in the future? What's enrollment look like at Riverside?
Our enrollment is actually going up. Okay. So we're excited. We have our intermediate school numbers which is 4th through 6th grade, are very high, and that will be what's coming through. They're a very, very active age too. We have kids playing a lot of sports, a lot of youth things, and that's only going to help us when they get to our level. I
don't know if this is an appropriate question or not. If it's not, I'll just edit it out. But with the new high school and the new facilities, and you've seen some that are in districts open and rolling out of the area. Do you think that'll help?
I definitely think it will. Our hope is we might not get some of our open enrolls back, but we won't lose them at the rate we are right now, because that facility is going to be top. It's state-of-the-art facility. It's one that people are going to drive by and say, wow, that's awesome. Okay, so March basketball season would be over. What can we do? What is there going to be a new baseball field, or what's the first event that's going to come on these new facilities? It will actually probably be the next fall in the gym. Okay. Our outdoor fields will not be ready. Okay. So the fall of 2016 will be when we first hold our athletic events. All right, so stay tuned for that on KMA then. Liz, anything else you'd like to add? I just thank you for your support and coverage that you give us here at Riverside. All right, appreciate it. Thank you.